Hello everybody and welcome to Drunk People. Yeah, welcome back to Dragon Quest XI, y'all. I am Maddie. I am once again joined by Horace because RIP my other mods, I guess. It's fine. We all have busy lives, I get it. You are very robot right now. You are not coming through. I will fix that. Also, you are very robot-y, so you might want to fix that. Alright, say something.
Hello?
Yep, now you're in, because now I'm seeing it on OBS.
Okay.
Alright. Now we're good. Last time, I broke everyone's eardrums. Because I beat a boss after like 5 miserable attempts of sucking.
The Kraken. Yeah.
Yeah, this tentacular kraken that was beating my ass. And now we rescued everybody in Honolulu, which is totally not Hawaii. So everybody's having a giant luau, including the nun, who is very drunk. So yeah, you'll see a number of people that are
supposed to do that.
It's fine. Catholics know how to party. So yeah, you'll see a bunch of people just partying, vibing, dancing, and jamming. I think there's a number of people every so often that you'll find just straight up passed out drunk. I think one dude is like over here. I was running into something.
Did you get the taco for Honolulu?
Yes, and yes, there is this guy.
Oh.
He's a little dead. Photosynthesis. Anyway. He's fine. So anyway, now that we have saved all the men of the village from dealing with the Kraken, because, you know, hero shit, we have to finally go find the fiancé of the rhyming mermaid, Michelle. So we were joined by, unfortunately, Veronica, not unfortunately, Jade, and we are now looking for the mystery suitor. I believe is this guy.
What?
You're the guys who beat the Tentacular, right? Yeah, you're that one for sure. You should get back to the luau, but the rest of the men will be missing their guests of honor already, unless you got some business with me? Looking for a guy called Kai, huh? Sure, that's me. Kainui to my mom, but everyone else just calls me Kai. What do you want? Remind Kai that Michelle is waiting for him? Dude, your days of being a bachelor are over. You have to go get married.
Sorry, but I'm not the man from your story. You must have me mixed up with somebody else.
Excuse you?
That is the most non-European sounding character in a Dragon Quest game.
That's because he's not supposed to be European sounding. He's supposed to be Polynesian. This is Hawaii.
Even then, it still does not. That just sounds like it's an American accent.
The Kai you're looking for is my grandfather, Kainoa. I take it you've heard the tale of the mermaid's curse?
Yeah, we saw somebody harassing the children of the village with that, yeah.
Yes, your mother told us all about it. But I can't see what an old fairy tale has to do with anything. You can't keep Michelle waiting any longer.
It's not like it's a fairy tale if it's not that far back in the generations.
It's not a fairy tale, it's true. That was my choo-choo, my grandpa.
It
Well-
was my
It all
choo-choo.
happened 50 years ago, and it happened just like my ma tells it. But the story didn't end there.
Yeah, we heard there was a part 2.
After Grandpa got chased out of the village, the kahuna's daughter, Leilani, she married another man, and they had a kid together. After the baby came, the people started to forget about Kainoa and the curse the mermaid put on him. Till one day, another great storm struck, even more violent than the one that sent my grandfather to the bottom of the sea.
Even more violent.
The kahuna's boat went down, and him and his daughter's new husband went with it. The
Well.
one who survived went to break the news to Leilani, but when they got there, her and the baby, they were nowhere to be found. The villagers said it was the mermaid's revenge, that she took all 4 of them because she couldn't have Kainoa. So they lit torches and they marched to Saikiki Beach to confront him.
Aw, shit.
When he opened the door of his hut, they couldn't believe what they saw.
Oh god, it's Avatar.
All alone for the last 10 years. But there he was.
The
with
blue
baby in his
people.
arms. And the baby, it was dripping with water.
The baby was dripping with water.
The baby.
The water
They
from
ran off
Mars.
screaming, talking about how he must have had a kid with the mermaid. And that was the last time anyone from the village went to Saikiki.
Wait, but that baby must have been your mother, which would mean she was half mermaid, which would make you...
A quarter mermaid.
Don't even say it. My mother is a human being. My grandpa found her abandoned on the beach and raised her as his own. He never had a kid with a mermaid. That's just a stupid rumor made up by a bunch of superstitious fishermen. If that mermaid really is still out there somewhere waiting for Grandpa, there's something I'm going to give her. Meet me on Saikiki Beach. It's on the other side of the cape. You can get there through the chapel at the back of the village. I'll leave the door unlocked.
Alright. Well, I guess he's the one dude that goes to the beach from the village. Meanwhile, we got happy music again. Meanwhile, the plot thickens. Where's the stairs to? I can get the shiny real quick. What are... Can I ask what's going on here? Wow, dude.
Oh no. But looks like
Oh.
we have a test for you.
She doesn't have a quest, she's just talking about stuff.
Hmm.
So there's a line...
Kinda here-ish.
There's a line there of dudes waiting to be seen by the healer character because she's hot.
Hmm.
Japan!
Man. Why must they be horny on Maine?
I mean, I'm the ace person here, so if anybody's gonna say, call out the horny folk for not being okay, it's gonna be me.
Yeah.
And regularly they are not. But yes, I wanted to get the
Yeah.
shiny real quick.
A shell full of raindrops.
Ripple drops,
How
actually.
big of a shell? Oh,
Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
chest.
Secret. That was really well
Secret
hidden,
tunnel.
actually. Metal?
Yeah.
No! A shit ton of money. I'll take it. Do 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 do. I'm gonna open this, and then I'm gonna go around here. The toggle was actually like right here. So yeah.
Okay.
Yoink. Alright. Let's go to Saikiki Beach. Oh shit, it's dead silent. Here's the village graveyard. There's just a lone shack up on the cliff.
This veil was my tutu's. Ma said when she found him after he died, he was just lying there holding on to it. Guess there was a reason I never threw it away. If you really know where to find that mermaid, I want you to take it to her and tell her he's dead.
Wow. Okay. Jesus.
Look, I'm sorry if I was kind of short with you back there, but it hasn't been easy for me and my ma. After Grandpa died, they let her go back to the village and marry a local guy, but it didn't stop folks talking.
You're in a small village, what do you expect?
Turned it into that story show of hers, and now that's how she makes her living. She's a smart woman, tough too. I hate that mermaid for what she's put us through, and I don't want my kids to suffer like we have. The Kahuna's finally letting me sail with the other men. The curse is nearly undone. Please, take the veil and let that be an end to it.
Wow, okay. So...
Pardon me, I'm a break in and steal your stuff. Damn.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Secret
I will still steal your stuff.
metal? It's
Ooh,
almost
mini
like
metal.
it's almost like I can call when something's optional.
Mm-hmm.
Who'd have thunk? So yeah,
Who would have thought
This-
we would have had a brain?
this mini story thing with Michelle and Kai. This is another story moment from this game that sold me on the story of this game. Because when you see what ends up happening when we eventually have to break the truth to her, that, you know,
Oh no.
yeah, it's not
Depressing.
gonna be easy. But it's the truth, so we can't have her waiting forever.
The truth hurts.
Let's go and tell her the bad
Love
news.
does not work. True love doesn't work all the time. Ooh, person.
Hold on. Before we get into really fucked up depressing shit.
Harkley. Reached seashell.
And now... Hello again, my friend. I'm so happy you've returned. It's been so long since you went off, I got a bit concerned. Worried that your ship had sunk or Kai had gone away. That's why I'm singing happy songs, to keep my tears at bay. But you don't need to know that. Seriously, shut up, Shell. The only thing that matters now is that you're safe and well. So tell me, did you find my Kai? Is he... I don't know why my brain froze there. Is he as well as ever, and is he on his way to meet me here so we can be together? You have the chance to lie to her and say that her fiancé's coming. I do
Does
not
it
know.
progress the game if you do?
I don't think so, but to be honest, that's just such a fucking dick move. I'm not.
Mhm.
The default option
But it
is
also keeps her heart from breaking. Yeah.
momentarily.
Either way, rip the bandage. Rip the band-aid off.
Now we're gonna tell her the truth.
Ooh.
My Kai is dead? That can't be true. I don't believe a word. It's ludicrous, ridiculous, preposterous, absurd. Hold on a minute. What's that thing you're holding in your hand? A net of pearls and seashells on a pretty coral band. Here's the veil. You say my Kai made me this veil to wear when we were wed and clutched it as he passed away? You're saying he's dead? No, please, no. It can't be so. I know he'd never break that promise that he made to me. There must be some mistake. How could my Kai have passed away? I nursed him back to health. I simply won't believe it till I found out for myself. I need to meet the Kai you met and hear it straight from him. Take me to Honolulu. You can sail and I can swim. So, she needs the proof in the pudding. I believe if we zoom, it's not going to dick us, so I'm just going to do that because... Never mind. We are forced.
You have to watch cutscenes. Because it's probably a cutscene.
Oh, or they're just going to straight up bring us back.
Hello.
Hey, King, what's up? They drop anchors in the water of Saikiki Beach to keep Michelle for the eyes of the fearful fishermen. You came in at a great time, King. Get ready for depression. I'm not going to say shit as this happens. If the locals see a mermaid, it'll fill their hearts with fear. I'll hide on this abandoned beach and wait for Kai right here. I'm sorry to keep asking, but this is my final plea. Would you please find that man you met and bring him back to me? Saikiki Beach. Alright, well, you got your dinner pulled up for you, so get ready for an Oscar-winning performance from this game, because, you're about to get one. And I would kind of like chuckle along with Horace and be in on the bit, but honestly, I'm not joking. This next scene is brutal. The stupid thing wouldn't even start. Oof, owie, ouch. All right. Well, let's go grab Kai. And the special music from the luau is gone now. So now you just get normal night music.
Now you get somber nighttime music.
And just get basic nighttime music. I believe he is at his boat?
The boat, because it did say he was permitted to go?
No, it is at the house.
Oh.
Have you seen the Last of Us HBO show? I have not.
I have seen the first season, and it is good. I'm not even going to bother with the second season, because I don't want to go through that again.
Alright. Let's break the bad news.
Follow me.
Did you
Meet
give the
your
mermaid the
grandmama.
veil? Mahalo. Thanks, friend. Sorry for making you take care of that for me. I should do something for you in turn. Fix up your ship, go get you some pearls maybe, just say the word. Want me to go to Saikiki Beach with you? Why would you want to go to a lonesome place like that? Well, if that's sure all you want, I guess a promise is a promise. Lead the way. And now... it begins.
I agree. It was a stupid thing they did. God, it's such a roundabout way to get to the beach.
Yeah. Alright. Get ready, y'all. This one's gonna hurt.
Why have you brought me here?
Oh no!
Oh, darling, tell me, is it you? My one and only Kai?
Yeah, I'm Kai. Do I know you?
Oh no!
What? You're a mermaid.
Oh, silly me. I'm always far too quick to jump for joy. You don't know me, I don't know you. You're not my darling boy.
No, I'm not. The man you loved, he was my grandfather. But he's not here anymore.
Oh,
Hmm.
oh.
My
Yup.
darling Kai, my one true love, the one that I adored. You died alone
God,
and
that's a freight train.
friendless on this cold and windswept shore. Oh, how could I forget we mermaids live 500 years? Quick as a flash, a human life just ups and disappears. Without Kai, hours seem to pass too slowly to be true. But now I see cruel time was flowing faster than I knew. Thanks for finding Kai for me. You've been a proper friend. To trace my love across the sea until the bitter end. I said I would reward you, and I mean to pay that debt. You'll find your prize upon the selfsame island where we met. I'm sorry I can't come along and see you on your way, but now I'm here, I can't go back. I think I have to stay. I waited for you so long, through sun and stormy weather. But now it's time, at long last, we're going to be together.
No.
You've got your granddad's hands, you know. So soft yet strong and honest. The hands of one who'd never ever make a faithless promise. A mermaid who sets foot on land will perish in the brine. And that's alright. I got to meet my darling one last time. If I had been a human, or if he had been like me, perhaps we could have lived together, happy as can be. I'm a mermaid. He's a man. There's no point asking why. He was my one true love. But now, it's time to say goodbye.
I can't stop thinking I've seen her somewhere before. Of course! Grandpa's cabin!
Well, that was depressing.
Did that mermaid just fucking die? Yeah. And just you wait. I will have more to comment on this in a second. But the sadness isn't over. While joining a stream
Which
and
voice
immediately
actor?
recognizing a voice actor.
Which one?
Get ready. Here's the
Grandfather
punchline.
spent his whole life. Oh no!
There she is.
What's this? A letter?
This is Grandpa's handwriting. Dearest beloved, ever since you saved me on the day of the great storm, the dream of one day being reunited with you is all I have lived for. But now I fear that dream is over. Forgive me, my darling, but I cannot keep my promise. Some years after my boat was burned and I was exiled to this beach, the fishing fleet was hit by another great storm, and many people lost their lives. The Kahuna and his daughter Leilani's husband were among them. One night, not long afterward, I saw a woman standing on the cliffs. She had a baby in her arms. It was Leilani, the woman who was once to be my wife. With her father and
What?
husband gone, she had lost all hope
The
and all reason. I called out to her, but in her grief, she could not hear me. Before my disbelieving eyes, she threw herself into the ocean. I tried to save them. I did everything I could, but only the baby survived.
Kai? You're sure you're fine to row back home? You're not in any pain? I wish you'd let me keep you till you're fighting fit again.
Don't worry about me, Michelle. You fixed me up real good. I'm fitter than ever.
Kai, I know you've got to go. There's things you have to do. Just promise me you'll be back soon. I'll wait right here for you.
It's all my fault. I'm sorry, Michelle. I can't leave. I can't just be thinking of myself anymore. This child needs me. The villagers say you put a curse on me, but it's only because they don't understand. They don't want what happened to me to happen to anybody else. You have to forgive them. They don't know you like I do. They don't know you at all. And what they don't know, they fear. I sometimes wonder if you're still sitting there on that rock, still waiting for me to return.
It hurts.
But it's too late for me now. I'll never make it back there. I'll understand if you can never forgive me. But I want you to know one thing. I love you. I always will. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been so hard on you. And without you, I'd never have known all of this. And never met Michelle. All this time, I hated that mermaid for what she did to my grandfather. But now I see how he really felt. He wasn't cursed. He really loved her.
And so, that's the whole story.
Well, that I don't know how to react.
Mm-hmm. So, like I said, Oscar. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know anybody in chat if you know this, or Horace, I don't know if you know this. But that was more or less a summed up version. Obviously, it's been changed a bit. But that was more or less a summed up version of the original Little Mermaid. For those who don't know, the original Little Mermaid was essentially a allegory that Hans Christian Andersen used to talk about his feelings for another man, and how his love would never be fully reciprocated by his lover. This is corresponded by letters that were recovered after the author's passing, as well as looking at the story in its detail and looking at the themes that it presents. Because at the end of the original Little Mermaid, the mermaid does not end up marrying the prince like in the Disney version. Instead, the prince ends up marrying someone else. He only ever views the mermaid as like a younger sister. And despite everything that she does for him, including keeping her legs, which in that story, every single step and every time she stands feels like knives are digging into her legs. So she keeps up this pain just to be with him and try to convince him that, hey, you know, she loves him. He always sees her as a familiar figure, like I said, a beloved little sister. He gets married to someone else, and she turns into sea foam and dies. There's more details to it that make it obviously a bit of a darker fairy tale. I recommend looking into it and reading it. It's very interesting, but like other deep fairy tales, it's not at all a lighthearted read. It is very much go into it knowing that it's going to be an intense ride. But like I said, I do feel like it is worth reading because it is a beautiful piece. But yeah, this kind of works on that idea of, you know, forbidden love and the mermaid not getting the guy in the end. My eyes are finally open. think I hated my grandpa more than I hated the mermaid who cursed him. I was ashamed. He wasn't cursed, he was in love. So yeah, the villagers were just angry that he fell in love with someone else. That's some deep stuff. Oh yeah! If you look at original fairy tales, there's some deep shit. It's metal as hell because... Oh yeah, Brothers Grimm. Actually, I will say...
Beauty and Snow White are...
Oh yeah, no. Also Rapunzel. Rapunzel's also in the same vein of messed up.
You will never look at the Seven Dwarfs the same ever again once you read the Brothers Grimm Snow White.
If you want a if you want a happy fairy tale that's original, I will say this surprised me when I read the, I say original, like, what I really mean is that the quote-unquote classical versions of these fairy tales that we consider to be the oldest version of the story that was put to print in European situations. Because if we wanted to go deep, there is technically a version of the Cinderella story from ancient China that goes way back in BC days. Way before you have the quote-unquote original Cinderella story written by Perrault, or however the hell you say his last name.
Is that the one where they travel with their feet to drive it into the glass slipper?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that's the Brothers Grimm. The Perrault version is a little bit older, because Brothers Grimm is 1800s.
Okay.
But Perrault is like 1600s, I believe. He also did the first Little Red Riding Hood, or quote-unquote first, of course.
Okay.
It's really not the first, because these are versions of oral stories that were written down. It's really just the first ones that we acknowledge as being the ones that we know existed, because they were written down by X or Y person. But in the long scheme of explaining all that, because I love that shit, if you want a fairy tale that is actually happy and is quote-unquote original, like I've been saying, the original Beauty and the Beast was written by a woman for little girls at the time, and it's surprisingly accurate to the Disney version. Like, obviously there's some stuff that they added, like the talking magical items and everything. In the original story, also, Belle isn't an only child. She has sisters. You know, so there's some things here and...
with the siblings more. Yeah.
There's some things here and there that's like, you know, that changed, obviously, when they made the Disney version, but there's a lot of stuff that's surprisingly similar. And the story does end happily. Belle does end up marrying the prince. And the prince has some really interesting characterization as well, in that he's portrayed kind of like he is in the Disney version, not gonna lie. Where he's seen as like big and mean and scary, but then it's revealed that he's just, you know, he just wants to be loved and cared for and treated like... He's just a dude who wants love in his life, like we all do. We all want compassion and care in our lives.
Shiny.
Though I will say there is a somewhat funny scene in the original Beauty and the Beast where it's essentially... Remember the scene in Disney Beauty and the Beast where she looks in the mirror and she sees that her father is sick, and so she begs to go home to get her sick father to bed, and the Beast lets her go because he's in love with her and he wants her to be happy.
Yeah.
And, like, you know how the scenes after that, when the people are riding and attacking the castle and everything, before Belle rushes in and saves the day and stuff like that, how the Beast is, like, super mega depressed? And is like, oh, I let her go and now she's never gonna come back, but I did it because I loved her, and... You know, she obviously is not gonna love me because I'm ugly and I'm mean and blah blah blah, and he's like super low self-esteem, feeling bad for himself the whole time. So in the original story, Belle has, it's either a dream or a vision. I think it's a dream, where she promises to come back to the Beast after like 3 days. Yeah, I will say for Snow White, specifically the Brothers Grimm version is not the oldest version written down. It was released at least 30 years prior. Yeah. So like I said, it's not the original, it's the one that we commonly think of that's attributed to people that took it down. There are definitely other versions of these stories that have existed. They're just attributed to people because they got famous for doing it. Anyway, in the story, Belle's a dream about the Beast after she goes back to be with her father. And originally, when the Beast lets her go, he says, hey, I'm gonna let you go. You can take care of your father, but please come back in like 3 days. You have to come back in 3 days. She's just like, okay, thank you very much. I will go and I will care for my father and I will be back and I will not break my word. When she gets home, her sisters figure out the situation. And because they're supposed to be the bad girls and Belle is supposed to be sweet little princess of what you're supposed to do and not what you're not supposed to do, they hatch a plan to pretend to miss her so much. And because she's the goody little two-shoes sister, that even though they were like rude and mean to her, she cares for them and loves them and stuff. Every time she tries to leave, they whine and cry and they make a big fuss about how they never see her and it's so good that the family's back together and we don't want her to leave and all this stuff. So she feels like she has no choice but to continue to stay, even though she knows she promised the Beast that she would go back and be with the Beast. So when she's past the date that she had promised the Beast that she would return, she has a dream where the Beast is collapsed in his rose garden. And he's literally just like, he's dead. She has a vision that he's just straight up dead in the middle of his rose garden. And this freaks her out so much that she finally is like, I have to go back, I'm sorry. So she goes back to the prince's castle. And she does find the Beast laid out, sprawled out in the middle of his rose garden. But he's still alive. She effectively finds him. Thank you, Kai Drea, for the follow. She effectively finds him, basically, just depressed, laying in the middle of his rose garden depressed and moaning, oh, I'm gonna die now because I'm so sad because you didn't come back and you obviously don't care and I'm a little goth boy having a goth moment. And it's supposedly he is legitimately dying of a broken heart when she's there, and then that's when she's like, no, I love you, and then they kiss, and then the spell gets undone, and then blah blah blah. And the story ends with the Belle becoming a princess, obviously, and her father coming to live in the castle with them, and they no longer have to worry about being poor. And the sisters, because they were being tricksters and rude and mean and all these other things and more, the sorceress that changed the prince into the Beast changes them into stone statues that are at the entranceway of their sister's new castle. So they get to keep watch as people go in and out of their sister's castle that they cannot have, nor ever see in the inside of because of their misbehavior.
Their greed, essentially.
Yeah, their greed and jealousy and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, I thought that was a perfectly petty way to end that. I thought it was great.
Oh, yes.
It's just enough for petty revenge story, and, it's still really cute. So, if you need a pick-me-up, and you want something that's ye old-fashioned, but you don't want to read something depressing as hell, original Beauty and the Beast. I forget by who it is, but it was written, I want to say 1700s. It was this specific version was recorded down, and before anybody asks, yes, the person involved in the recording of this version was French. The original version is La Belle et la Bête, literally the Beauty and the Beast, and the girl is in fact named Beauty. So, there you go. That's, yep. But anyway, we returned to where Shell was. She did say that she gave us something after helping her, so what did she leave? Lorelai's harp.
A harp.
There's a note at the bottom of the chest. Dear friend, if you're reading this, it means I've gone away. If what you said to me is true, I don't think I can stay. Thanks for all you've done for me, and please don't feel too sad. After my Kai, you're the kindest friend I ever had. I promised that I'd take you to the mermaid seabed town, and though I can't come with you now, this harp will take you down. You'll find a shining whirlpool far inside the inland sea. Sail over it and strum that harp to meet her majesty. Please tell the queen I'm happy now, and there's no need to cry. I'm finally reunited with my dear darling Kai. Yes.
No.
Barbeau de I'm gonna butcher this. Villeneuve. I'm not gonna try anymore. I can't French. The best known version is the abridged version of that by Le Prince de Beaumont. I believe the one I read was the one you first mentioned, Kai. Or Key, I should say. That's probably how you say the double I, right? Perhaps one day we'll meet again, but for now, farewell. You'll be my friend until the end. Yours sincerely, Shell. So, we now have a way to get to the bottom of the sea, thanks to the lovely mermaid Shell.
Oh, it is Kai.
Oh, it is Kai. Oh, sweet. Damn. Alright. Let's go to the inland sea and go
yeah.
to Mermaid Town.
Guess what? You were the first one to get it right the first time.
First person who's got it right the first time. Wow. Hot diggity.
That's impressive.
That is impressive. Travel to Nautica through the column of light in the center of the inland sea. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Now I see. Okay, now I see what we're talking about. I was like, wait, but I'm already right there. No, I am not.
No.
I can make it easier on myself though by
By going to that port town right
doing.
across from it.
Let's see
looks
what
like you
one that
haven't unlocked it yet.
is. Is it? Nope.
Ah. Okay.
I knew we had been there before because we had to go zoom from there earlier. So.
Let's see.
Ba,
The
ba, ba,
next
ba.
castle that they have listed is Academy.
Oh, it's the Academy
Medals.
one. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of French. Anyway, the super
French.
swirly, glowing mysticality of doom.
Time to go to the Tower of the God. No. Time to go to Hyrule Castle.
Play
That's it.
Lorelai's harp. Been so long since I've seen a Dragon Quest game.
I haven't played any of the main games. I've only played the spin-offs.
Oh, and there we go. If you didn't talk over it, there was harp music, by the way. Actually, I say that like I didn't replay Dragon Quest IX like 5 months ago, almost for gore. Yeah, that's the one that I grew up playing, and I got to basically the final boss, and then, because I was a dumb child, I didn't finish it, because I sucked at playing shit. I'm gonna go back
with the horse.
How did I what?
Ignore me. I'm playing Fire Emblem Warriors.
Oh. Mood. Yeah. Welcome to the seabed realm, all humans from on high. Exact same experience. Same brain cell. It has been many centuries since I can't speak. Since last your kind stopped by. No, so she's our person to talk to if we want to head back up. And just like Hato, the gimmick for the mermaids is that they all speak. We have to ponder the orb, I guess. They all speak in rhymes. The rainbow stick glows brightly. What are the oars? Must be nearby.
The rainbow.
The rainbow stick.
Question.
Uh-huh.
How are we breathing?
The internet?
What?
You heard me.
I mean, yeah, fair.
Welcome to Nautica.
Extended lungs.
Extended lungs. You know what? I believe it. Whee!
Griffins, this place is a veritable paradise under the sea. Just when you think you've seen it all, you find yourself in Mermaid Town.
So we can breathe underwater now? That harp is something else.
Fuck yeah.
Now we're here. I guess we can find out if that story about the giant pearl is just an old wives' tale or not.
Gee, you think?
Finding the orb is important, but we need to talk to the Queen first. We have to tell her about Michelle.
I feel like the Queen would know about both things, so yeah. Alright, well, like I said, welcome to Nautica. Oh my god, the jump is affected. Whee!
Oh,
We're on the
Gravity.
moon!
Through the moon.
And in case anybody was wondering, hey, there's mermaids, so does that mean there's mermen? Nope, we have something even better.
Yes. No. Oh no, we got Zoras.
Yep, they're ugly Zoras for the dudes, and they're normal mermaids for the women. Which,
That's
you know,
sexist.
I mean, I think it's funny and I kind of get it, but at the same time, I do
Yeah.
like when there's portrayal of mermen, because mermaids is just such a, like, it's reused so much for so long. And it's like, if you think about it in terms
Yeah.
of, like, if this was a legitimate species, then you would have to have guy mer people to make mer babies. Alright. Also, I do feel like it's kind of cheaty that, like, no mermen unplayable. I know, right? 0 out of 10. No shirtless hunks.
Now I see why. Now I see why Kai brought up extended lungs.
Extended lungs. But
It's
yeah,
the picture that was posted in the meme channel.
oh, well, I'm not gonna be able to see that for a bit. What are you?
Yeah.
You are a weird-ass eel. It's an eel with arms.
With arms. I
Eel
hate it.
arms. Thanks, I hate it. Wait a minute, there's an equipment shop down here? I don't remember this. I also love how, like,
Apparently.
absolutely short they are, too.
The guy.
Rainbow-
Yeah.
Oh no, this is the bank. I don't have any money in here. Leave me alone.
Oh.
There we go. Oh my god! I totally forgot! The shark! The shark runs the equipment in the armor shop! Oh fuck, wait. We can't talk to the shark? I'm Woody. Howdy, howdy, howdy. It literally is, though. God damn it. I would like to purchase your wares, sir. But I don't speak shark. Never mind, Game of the Year. Here he is. Look, it like literally. I feel like when we eventually do clip highlights and shit of the streams, somebody needs to take this shot. I don't know if it's gonna be you or Liz. Somebody needs to take this shot and put the Woody Shark next to that guy for a comparison. Because oh my god, it's
Liz,
literally the
I
same. Oh my god,
Yeah.
dude. All right,
I'm just here to make the memes.
You're here to help make the memes and to be the echo chamber, so
Yes.
I'm not talking to myself. Great. Liz
Yes.
is the video editor and the nonsense put upper with her. And what's JD's
Yeah.
role
It
in this
looks
hot
like
mess?
That merman just fell down. Yeah, it looks like that merman was just sliding down the slope.
Oh, he's a little lurfish. I actually
He's a
like
little
this.
angry.
I like this design too, because apparently some anglerfish do have, not just like
Oh, yeah.
a little
Little
light, but
tentacles
they
on
have,
the end.
yeah, it
Yeah.
makes it look like they got like a spider or like seaweed at the end of their lure.
Oh yeah.
So that's like
And don't
legitimately
forget-
accurate.
Don't forget, male anglerfish fuse to the female anglerfishes after they mate.
So they just,
Little tidbit of knowledge for the day.
so they're like love
They
bugs
become
where
one.
they just swim around forever. That must be annoying. What if one of them wants to go the other way? They just
Yeah.
swim in circles?
No, the male one merges with the body of the female completely. So it eventually just becomes one creature.
How do they even do that?
The male is small.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what? they reverse mitosis? Absorb.
Yeah.
I'm fishing for fish fit for a dish to put before the queen. You humans fish for fish too, don't you? Why can't we? Yeah, no. I feel like it's kind of dumb to be like, oh, well, they can't eat fish. I'm like, other fish eat fish. So that makes total sense to me. But yeah, I was gonna say that before we got sidetracked by the woody shark. I feel
And
like
then by
we...
the anglerfish.
I feel like those that are attracted to men kind of get gypped in this scenario, because here you have all these hot ladies going around for everyone who needs their daily dose of sapphic energy.
That is why you go to Breath of the Wild.
And then it's
Or
just
the
like, okay,
fish
like, where are my hot mermen? And then it's just like, oh, Breath of the Wild. It's like, here's this one dude. There you go. There you go. Everybody shares Sidon. Everybody gets 5 seconds with Sidon. There you go. Orders are the cause of some disquiet. When she told us we must welcome you, it clearly caused a riot. Know this, human beings. If you mean to harm our realm, I'll take this fork and split you from your heel to your helm. Fair enough. That I'm not gonna judge you for that comment. Fair enough.
Yep.
Sup?
What do you have to say?
Alas, the hall is high above, and we do not use stairs, but if you will permit me, I shall carry you up there. You don't have an elevator? Mom says it's my turn on the Sidon. Yeah, for real. Oh, God.
I
was
hate
like a
what they
wow
did with this character in
indeed.
the second game.
I have not played enough of the second game to comment.
They were like, he has a...
Oh, no, I know that one, actually. I was spoiled on that one. I
Yeah.
think she's cute. I've seen her
Yeah.
design.
Yes. But the internet took that and was like, oh,
Let him be a
really?
dad.
Okay.
Let's hashtag let Sidon be a dad. I could be their third. We can make a polycule, it's fine. Again, do you not have elevators? We're underwater, do you not have geysers? Like, I know those are usually hot water, but I feel like you could have engineered a better propulsion system. But sure, I'll take your hand and you'll just drag me up. Alright. Sup, girl?
I welcome you to Nautica, the land beneath the waves.
Yippee!
Prince of Dandrasil down to these coral caves.
Oh shit, you know who I am.
How do you know he's the Prince of Dundas?
She does her homework, apparently.
I have a second
Yes, I'm
sight that touches every quarter, by which I keep abreast of
Oh, I was
the
joking.
above
Oh,
the water.
shit.
Of
She is
the
omnipotent.
between men
She
and
is
maids
omnipotent.
let us speak. First, allow me to present the item that you seek.
Damn, straight to business. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me just take it out of my ass real quick.
The shining sphere of green,
The orb.
the orb you humans make.
Orb.
The treasures of the world above are marvelous indeed. Consider
Ponder
this
the
my
orb.
Thanks for what you did for dear
Mhm.
Michelle. Pray take it kindly, travelers.
Yes,
and
thank
may
you
it
for
serve you well.
driving her to suicide.
Not really, she made that decision herself. We didn't do shit.
Yes, but we gave her that push. It
We
says,
can now ponder the green orb.
we can now exit the stages weirdly in Mario Brothers 3.
Always breaks my heart.
Or is
The
that
tragedy
4? I
of
can't
man
remember.
and mermaid doomed to live apart. But while the mermaid's burden holds, such romances are blighted, and love between man and sea maiden fizzles unrequited. For years now I have sought a way to remedy this curse. Alas, my every effort ends in failure or worse. You humans cannot help but seem a fragile kind to we, who live 500 years and more down here beneath the sea. But though the flame of human life burns short, it burns so bright. You never cease to struggle. No, you push, you strive, you fight. And So your kind admire our kind, but we admire in turn. It is the world tree's will that from each other we should learn.
Hmm.
It was the world tree's will that brought Michelle and Kai together. I pray that in their next lives they may stay that way forever.
Amen.
So too was it the world tree's will that brought you here today. But now, dear luminary, you must be upon your way. So set sail on the tide of time that flows ceaselessly on. And if Yggdrasil wills it, we shall meet again anon.
Okay.
Remember, though the paths we walk are filled with twists and turns, all roads lead from the tree of life, and to the tree return.
Mm-hmm.
Everything returns back to Yggdrasil? I never knew.
Mermaid for each other, awarded for easing Michelle's heart following her ill-fated interspecies romance.
Pun.
Alright.
One more play on words than a pun.
I would like to go down now, please. Way! Thank you. Again,
I don't
you
want
guys should
puppies anymore.
really...
Let me go.
You guys should really invest in some geysers. You could like, look, you have them over here. Well, I guess it's just the seaweed, carbon dioxide, whatevering, but, you know.
Yeah.
Just this, but a little more...
would
This,
it
but a
be
little more
up to-
oomph. I
Yeah.
guess, yeah. Based on science.
Yeah.
Because this is underwater, I stand corrected. There are books underwater.
Hey, sure.
There's a hand-drawn book entitled Living With Me Under the Sea with To Kai My Guy from Michelle Your Belle.
Oh no.
A few rules to help you settle in more easily. Don't panic. Clean your kills. Aw, that's cute. So obviously, I guess this
The
is our
wrapping on the
house.
shelf makes me think it could be breakable. There
The
looked to be
what?
like a red anemone or something that was on the high shelf. Other shelf. Turn around.
It kind of looks like a
That looks like-
onion from Pikmin, actually.
Yeah.
Even though
But like, it is too
anemone
bright
is-
of a color.
that's
yeah.
just the pot.
Too bright of a color. It looks breakable.
No, that's just how
Like, why
aquarium
make something
stuff
that color if
looks.
It can't be breakable. Fair.
Like, you know.
Weird tomato.
Weird tomato, yeah. Oh, hold on.
Ooh, West.
New place, so we got
Quest.
Quest. I was obsessed with humans around 50 years ago. When their ship sailed overhead, I'd watch them from below. There was a certain trading ship which brought me so much joy, for in its crew there was a most delightful little boy. His tiny fingers tickled on a lyre's silver strings, and every day from dawn to dusk the darling boy would sing. The songs he sang were nothing like the dirges of our nation. Those merry melodies moved me to a state of exaltation. But after just a few short years, I heard his voice no more. Perhaps he left the crew, and now he sings his songs ashore. Ugh. Oh, how I wish to hear those heavenly refrains. Could you find him, friend, and brag that boy to sing again? Up where they walk. They knew what they were doing. Ship was brightly colored, silver, gold, chartreuse, chartreuse,
Chartreuse.
good lord, and pink. A word was painted on the prow, Gondolia.
Gondola.
So it looks like we're going back to Venice, y'all. Up where they walk.
There it is.
Copyrighted.
There it is.
Copyright. Alright. Is there
They
any
did that on
more?
purpose.
That's why I said they knew what they were doing, dude. Alright.
I know.
Oh,
It
we
looks
got a
like
lot
there's
of. We got a.
more.
Ooh, we got a lot.
Um,
Ah, yes. Phenomenon. Yes, that is how you're
Phenomenon.
supposed. That's.
Phenomenon.
That is how you're supposed to say that. Here's the academy. You are free to try to
Yep.
pronounce that. I can't French, so
Have fun.
no. Have fun with that, y'all.
The only ones I can do is
There's
the
a
Notre
fisherman.
Notre Dame.
Okay, so Lana Lulu, another academy, and
Evan,
another academy. Okay,
Metal.
I'm sensing a trend.
Okay.
So let's
Gotta go get that
go.
taco.
There's a toggle in here?
No.
Or no,
At the
academy. Okay. I was just double
Yeah.
checking. Well,
Yeah.
we've been here for 2 seconds, but we already have to say goodbye, so maybe someday we'll
Goodbye,
come
weird
back.
heel with arms.
Yeah,
And
alright. Maybe someday soon.
and weird Namekians that live underwater.
Yep. Maybe someday we shall
That's clearly what the
return.
mermaids are. The men mermaids are clearly just Namekians that live underwater. One of them
Oh,
has
I-
to be the supreme eye.
I thought you were trying to make like an Atlantis joke. And I was like, yeah, no shit.
No,
Alright.
Namekians from planet Namek.
I have no idea what you're referencing.
Dragon Ball.
Oh, I have not
The
partaken
green
in Dragon
boots
Ball.
that Piccolo is a part of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Whoa, that looks
the one's
fucking...
on.
Dude!
Okay. The volcano's about to blow.
That looks rad. Hell
Yeah.
yeah, my dude.
That was
Alright.
just as cool as looking at Death Mountain and OOT.
So now that you have somebody with access to all-seeing eye powers, they give you the hint that if you don't know where to go in this giant-ass world, no pressure, just go ask the queen that knows these things.
Just hit me up and I'll tell you where it is. I
Yeah.
expect nothing in return.
So,
He probably does.
it's fine. So I'm
We'll deal with
wondering...
that at a later.
It's saying go over there. That's not helpful. So... I guess because we have not hit that area before, we cannot go to there. But we can go to... Oh, and you can now warp to Nautica, so that's sweet. So we're gonna go here, because it's on the outskirts of that little area. So we'll just be able to clip around and do that thing. Before we start sailing anywhere towards anything pink, though, where is the academy near?
Great question.
Because I think you said before that we were at an area that was close to the thing. Or did we not get there yet?
That is not the wiki.
Alright. Meanwhile, we're just gonna start sailing towards the pink thing so we can at least get that on our map. Oh, I think I see where they want us to go. Alright, that's normal.
Okay. Yep. That dude skinned an otter. A giant otter. Okay.
Otter Shambles is his name. Oh no, dude.
How did I get... What? No.
That's unfortunate, dude.
Mm-hmm.
See, it took me a
Okay,
second to recognize that that was an otter. I thought it was a
The
giant
fact that I
polar
got it
bear.
right away as well. The fact that I recognized the face structure of that thing, even that cartoon size. Oh god.
Oh, my lord above. We don't really need healing right now, so I'm just gonna do this.
Lightning bolt.
Owie.
Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt.
We'll use Zam on the slime. God damn, alright.
That was something.
Nom I'm just gonna do normal. Right.
Civilized. One more attack should do it.
Let's do r/whoosh.
Whoosh. I don't get it.
Pulls out a shellfish and takes a bite. Wow. Okay. That's rude.
Darkness, hear me.
Go to the Shadow Realm. Weirdo.
Another day,
Yes.
another victory.
Yeah.
I thought I was about to say another dollar.
Nah.
Okay, the region that you're looking for is Shamsavan.
Shams.
It's in western Erdrea.
Western.
So I would say the mountain area.
I don't know what the fuck this is.
Ooh, time to
Give me
go
a
underwater again.
I think I remember what this is.
Hidden boss. Let's go.
Ha ha!
Oh, it's a teleport.
The landlocked sea. Here it is!
Oh, there it is.
I did not plan that, but alright. I'll take it.
Yep.
Champs-Élysées.
Oh, that is the only way to access it right now. It's through that passage anyways.
Oh. Well,
Okay. That works.
Phenomenon is that way,
Excellent.
and
Yep.
this way is Academy
The
time.
English translation for... Yeah. Let me go back to the page for the English translation. Website. Go.
Have it a second.
English translation, Women's Medal Academy.
Man, that's lame.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the name is all right there.
Yeah.
Well, that is what it's known as in Japanese, but French to English, the real name is the Academy of our Master of the Medals.
Yeah. I mean... Oh. Oh, baby.
Slime. Do I see a chrome slime?
Ooh, baby, a triple.
Metallic slime. Keep in
I'm
mind,
wondering-
metallic slimes have... Oh
I'm
no.
I'm wondering if this counts. Does this count as a metal slime?
I do not know. What is the name of the enemy?
Metal Slime Knight.
Metal Slime Knight.
I think we're
Is
gonna
it for an
grind
achievement?
for beating these guys.
For beating metal slimes? I can't remember. Or is that for a quest?
No, it just gives you a shit ton of experience. And considering how badly the last boss fight that I did ended, yeah, this is desperately needed. Let's, crackle. Snap, crackle, pop. R/whoosh, get rid of the bunny.
Metal Slime Knight gives 256 experience.
Suck a dick. Okay, well that's just annoying. I wanted to do this, please. Thank you.
Okay, so Metal Slime Knights have less XP than regular Metal Slimes
Okay.
by a lot.
Eat shit.
You'll only get about like 200 something XP from those knights.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
We have Care Bear Stare, but I think we're good.
I don't get it.
Good lord, just let me freaking kill this asshole. No, that's not what I wanted. God damn it. Alright. No.
It's
I'm
super
not.
effective.
Will this work? No. Now they're both gonna be dead soon. Thank you. And let's finish you off real quick. Ba-ba-da-da. Alright. Hey, not bad. Tingle. Oh no. Alright.
Was the move just called Tingle?
Yeah.
Okay, I did hear that correctly. Oh God.
Mm. Do I want to save up for swords?
Ward.
I probably
who knows?
want to. Ooh. Yeah, here are the big boys. 25 and 25. I think I'm gonna get this actually because this opens up raised attack power with sword. Which is helpful. And I don't think he can do anything because everything he has is really expensive for some reason. 10, 10, 10, 18, 13. Here's another 25. Look at this one.
Worm whip. It's a worm on a string.
Yeah, like I said, his stuff is all expensive, so no dice. And we got stuff. Cool. You can now ride the Metal Slime Knight.
What?
Oh my god, I just forced him to hold in front. That's hilarious.
Screenshot.
Swig's sword. Oh my god, wait. Hold on. Ah, come on. I was
No.
pressing the button, it didn't let me. Damn it. That's funny as shit, though. Alright.
It is.
Fine. Remember, were you on the stream where we ran into the Puff Puff girl in Hado? That was a while back. It was like a week or so.
Maybe.
So, would you like to see Puff Puff in action?
Sure.
Because,
I think you showed it off Tuesday? I can't remember. Yeah, it's... Oh, no. Okay.
so take with that what you will.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
This is probably just a
Okay.
defense thing, so I'm good there, thanks. Thankfully, they're all of the same type. I complained about this last time, but I disagree with the game decision of only if they're all enemies of the same type do they count as a group. Because there's so many different things where like, oh, attack a group of enemies. This is a group of enemy. But if you have 4 enemies, and they're all different enemies, that's not a group. I dislike
Which is
that.
stupid.
I hate that immensely. I get it. I get why they established that. I disagree. I don't... I don't think you gotta do that. I think it's dumb. But you know... Whatever. I haven't done leg sweep yet. Oh my god, look!
Oh.
Help,
Okay.
I can't get up! Help! Help! Help!
Help!
Come on.
Did I just say this phone I can't get up?
Yeah. Whenever enemies downed, it says that. It happened a bunch during the fight the other day, if you watch the VOD. On Twitch.
Okay.
On Twitch. If you,
Yeah.
like, stream through, every time you knock somebody down, it was like, they can't get up. And the stupid thing is that some party members, when they can't get up, it looks like they literally just have to, like, they're basically ready to stand up. They just have to get to their feet. So it's like, they can't get up, and it's like, it literally looks like they're going to. So, what the fuck? Yeah. Anyway. This last dude. Harvest Moon
Those
time.
Weapon
Goodbye.
names make no sense. I mean, those spell names make no sense for some of them.
Yeah, you just kind of get used to it.
Looking up.
Like, I think that one was.
Oh, great, let them
that
be-
sort of sounds like a lightning spell.
No, because lightning is zap.
Mm.
Yes, we can get Propeller Blade. And 9, this is one of my favorites. Order for activating 10 of Jade's skill panels. Huzzah. What is this one? Oh, she has a pep chance up too. Like we do. She has a lot of stat increases. But, yeah. And anything with Rab? Get anti-magic. MP recovery, These are all expensive, right? Yeah, these are expensive. That's why I went down here. Nah, let's get anti-magic. Old dog, new tricks. I love that. Alright. Ooh, yes. We're gonna want to build to that one. I feel like... Oh my god. What's the point of use of this sword if you can't even use it?
Yeah.
This
Well,
is
probably
like
if you were higher level, you could.
Maybe. This is such a cool looking level. Yeah, I really, really like the
It
skill
is.
trees. So I will open this up for you because you just followed today. I will do this especially for you, Kai. Where is it? Character builder. So these are the skill trees of this game. Each character has their own like design for their skill tree. As far as I can tell, everybody has their set weapons that they can do, and then they have at least one, like, I guess you could say, like, trait or something that you could level up skills with, and it gets you new skills and abilities you can use in battle. It gives you boosts to stats. So, like ours, we go to our boy. Oh, they're so cool. I know, they're great.
Yeah.
So,
It is almost like
because...
the job system from Final Fantasy 12, if you've ever played that.
My brother started playing that and I was watching. This seemed like a simplified...
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, I would say this is a simplified version of that. That one looked way too complicated.
It definitely
That one looked way too
Yeah.
complicated. My brain saw that and was like, nope,
Yeah.
not gonna try. Not even gonna try that one.
Yep.
But yeah, no. I love... There's so many things about this game that I love. Only Final Fantasy I played is 14.
Fellow 14 player. How's it going on your journey through Eorzea?
I have yet to play Final Fantasy.
Do it.
I have the OG
Play
7.
14.
I have the OG 7 on
Play
my
14, you will love
Switch.
it.
It is polygon as all hell, and I love how derpy it is.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's great.
Yes, it is.
But another
if
good
you
thing.
like Haleston from Critical Role, he voices one of the main characters in 14.
Oh, I don't doubt it. One day I'll get back into doing 14. I just lose motivation for it fast. Yeah, that feels right for what I've heard about that game.
Same. But my issue is I try to do all the side quests in each main area before moving on to the next.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
a
you can't do
loser.
that. So does Sam Riegel. Yeah, no. They're everywhere.
Yes, he
The
does.
crit roll people are everywhere. It's
Oh,
great.
yes.
But yeah,
thing
one
is,
of the
he
other
uses,
one of the
what
other
is that
cool
thing?
things
When
about
you
this
don't pseudonym, that's it.
one of the things about this game that they did that I think
Go with the punishment.
I'm fairly certain that other RPGs have done this, but I don't think they all tackle it in the way this game does it, which is the way that it should be tackled. Okay? There are costumes for the characters. How you get them is, every character has set costumes. Okay? You have to get the equipment items to make that full costume. You have to have owned them once. Even if you don't have them in your inventory anymore, you sell them, whatever. Don't matter. As long as you've had them in your inventory at least once and you've gotten the whole outfit, you can change that character's outfit. So this is Serena. Her original outfit... Oh, it doesn't work because she's wearing the... she's actually wearing the thing. But this is not her original outfit. It's different. She's wearing green in her original outfit. We unlocked this one, which is very Shantae, okay? The hip shaker. And then this one is called the Dottie number. I just think this outfit is absolutely fucking adorable, so I keep her in it like all the time. The cool thing about outfits is that you don't need to be wearing the equipable stuff to have the outfit on. I love this. Every single RPG with costumes needs to do this because it's just the right thing. Because if you find a costume that you like, but the equipment is shit later on in the game, then you're never going to see that character in that costume, which is lame.
Yeah.
That's not fun. It's very rude. So they made that. They made this situation better with costumes and such.
Good news. Final Fantasy XIV does that. They have
Good.
things called glamours that you can apply to certain outfits and make your character dress up in them while using your top stat items.
They added to Xenoblade
So
1 and I
clearly
was so happy.
mine.
Yeah, I know
Yes.
that was the thing they added. So for right now, for our main boy,
yeah.
we just have a cape, which harkens
boy.
back to the beginning of the game. There will be more for him, including one that I will eventually have him in for the rest of the game, because I love it so much, but right now we don't have it. If I'm remembering rightly, we should be getting on that soon-ish. I want to say within the next couple hours of gameplay. That's the only costume we have for our boy. For Jade, we have, of course, Playboy Bunny. Because of course we do. And the funny thing is that right now, one of the equipment slots you will notice is the bunny suit, because it is one of the better armors for her at this point in this game right now. There is probably more. I love the coattails for that though, right? There's probably better armor for her, but right now, the things that we have access to, the bunny suit's the best option. So, funnily enough,
You're
she's wearing
cutting
that.
out.
I
You're
am.
peeking. Yeah.
Unfortunate. Sorry.
Yep.
For Rab, he is our grandpappy. We have not unlocked anything for him. Serena, I already showed those. Eric has a new costume. This is probably what I will keep him in for the rest of the game, because goddamn, the drip. This is called the Spiky Swindler. The full costume is just the Swindler, but I don't like this because he doesn't look like Goku when we do that. So, he is Super Saiyan Goku, and yeah.
He is.
And this is his... Never mind, we're not going to see that because, again, he's wearing the costume because it's just the best equipment for him right now. Sylvando. I will most definitively, ignore the kinky-ass whip he has, I will definitively be keeping him in this outfit. This outfit is called the Head Turner. It is literally just this fabulous cape and the cravat that he has tied on his arm, which, funnily enough, I thought originally was on his neck, because that's where you're supposed to tie those, but, you know, whatever. I don't know. I like this outfit on him. It looks very, noble, and the color scheme's just good. So, that's probably what he'll be in for the rest of the game. And now, of course, the moment you've all been waiting for.
The punishment.
So, Kai, you are new here, so you were not here for the... you were not here for the moment where I expressed my absolute displeasure at this character's existence. This is Veronica. She is Serena's twin sister. Because of plot that already happened, she looks like a kid. And we have yet to go into the true reasons why I absolutely hate this character.
Don't question it.
Twin? Oh, don't worry. We already talked about that nonsense. You're gonna have to go and catch up
Yeah.
on the VODs on the YouTube, because... Whoo boy! Whoo boy! I was about to ask why you're taking a baby
this
on a
is
journey. Yeah, no.
You think taking her on a journey is bad? Play Trials of Mana. You take a literal child jester as your magic user.
A literal baby.
Yes.
But yes, so the reason because of many reasons, I hate Veronica, so therefore we are embarrassing her forever by putting her in the kitty cat outfit. She must forever live
What does the other one look like?
in the pussy suit. Because...
He hates Mondays.
Because she sucks. So we must torment her. This is her other outfit I have unlocked for her. So if you have is Spotty Sorceress. So if you have her and Serena together and you have them wear their like this one and then the Dottie design dress for her sister, they've technically swapped color palettes. Originally Veronica is red, so here she's green.
Emote.
Originally Serena is green and she's red. So yeah, pretty much for the rest of this game, this is what this child will be wearing. Because fuck Veronica.
And new emote on the egg farm.
Oh, I'll have to see that later then. But yes,
It is
I love
Claire
the
Smart.
skill trees. I love the options for outfits. I have no idea if that was like that in the original 11 release, but it's in the 11S Definitive Edition, which is what we're playing. So, yeah, no. This game, if I could describe it, is very much quality of life. There is so much that they saw and they were like, you know what, our original game was pretty good. You know those like handful of gripes that you had with it? Yeah, we fixed those. And now we're giving you the game again. So you're welcome. Meanwhile, there's a campsite, so I'm just gonna do this for the quick
yeah.
warp really
Fast
quick.
travel.
Fast travel, and of course, as we are wont to do, we gotta forge stuff. So we have
Oh.
more focus.
Kai, you get to see how you forge things in this game.
Oh yeah, you want to talk
It is
about
a
cool shit?
process.
You want to talk about cool shit in this game? They fast tracked this, okay? So,
Yeah.
number one, you can make anything even if it's not made of metal. Number two, you have to have the recipe in order to make the item, which you find by looking at red books, which is why we read that book in the in Nautica. Because specifically red books that are very obvious are ones that have recipes in them. You can also get them as quest items, and you can find them in chests and just around the world. Once you have the recipe, it is with you forever. You have memorized it and committed it to heart, so you never forget it ever. And the reason why this is awesome is that it basically makes shops obsolete. I don't have it yet, but there are recipes for the healing items in this game, so you don't need to go to the item shop. Obviously, these are all the weapons and stuff that we have the recipes for right now. You can make armor, you can make accessories, or you can rework an item you already have to try to make it stronger. Essentially, you can make items here that even if they're kind of so-so or even crappy when you buy them, the memories of checking every single bookcase in Dragon Quest IX for recipes, all of them, repeatedly if I forgot I already did it. Yeah. So yeah, you can make things here that will basically make anything in the shop obsolete, Or you will take a crappy item and you'll make it the one item you use for the next
Something
2 or
better.
3 areas. I started.
Mhm.
I had a bronze sword on Robin for like. God, first couple hours, way longer than I thought I would. Oh, sorry, I had a bad hiccup. Way longer than I thought I would use it because it was +2. I ended up using. I got a really good one when I made it. It was +2. It was not +3, so it wasn't perfect, and yet it still outweighed a lot of the equipment that I ran into in stores. It literally was like, oh yeah, this will only go up by like 1 or 2 like ticks of power. So it was better to just keep the crappy item that was +2 than to bother getting something new, which I find hilarious.
So apparently we have a rare IGN win, a rare IGN W.
In what?
So the owner of IGN is suing OpenAI over claims of copyright infringement.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You done fucked up, Aaron.
Yeah. But the fact that it's IGN as well.
That's
Like,
kind of wild.
damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also realizing
They
that
get
the
a
thing
rare
that might have
W.
caused it to be cutting out was me leaning away from the mic. But also, that hasn't mattered in the first half of the stream, so I'm confused.
Don't know.
It's whatever.
We'll get Liz to try and help us figure out.
Fuck it, we'll do it live. Anyway, this game is so great, but you're like, hey, there's no minigames. Guess what, bitch? Shit. Alright. Here's a
Well.
minigame for you.
That happened.
As you can see, you have different ways to schmack it. You gotta get it in the green. If you get it gold, that's a perfect.
Good enough. Do you really want to risk it?
Fuck no. I'm not dumb.
Good.
This is probably enough to make it perfect.
Most likely. 2 perfects? Yes.
Yup.
it is.
There we go. And it's not a hard one to do, so.
Yeah.
Iron Claws
Yeah, Iron
plus
Claws plus
3.
3.
So her attack was, it was just barely over
Something.
100, I think. And now
No,
it's at
it's way over.
129.
Ooh.
Yeah. I think if you do... I think if you rework like magic stuff, yeah, then I just add it to the magical mending. If you redo the magic stuff, it'll do power or it'll do alas, I'm probably gonna have to go because it's almost 4 a.m. Have fun though. Alright, peace out. Thanks for joining and following.
Yes.
You can always catch the VOD.
Yep.
I have a backlog of stuff because I've been streaming all this week, but I will be uploading those and having those set, and we will be uploading the VODs the day after from henceforth onward, starting Monday. But, yeah, have a nice night. Peace out, Kai. Meanwhile, smacking the stick. This kind of looks like a churro. Oh, well, that's just rude. Hey! Stop that. Alright, we're good. I'm not gonna risk it. I love the kitty cat outfit though, I want that. Yeah, no, that's the embarrassing outfit. I'm just realizing you said that in the past. I'm just gonna see if we can rework weapons for other people. Oh, we totally can. So it's just you two left? We'll do Veronica's, and then we won't have any pearls left, unfortunately, for our boy Goku.
So, what do you think will be TRG's next LP after Mario Party is done?
Did they say they had another one after 9?
I don't know.
All I remember is that Claire said that they had stuff into June at the most. Before they have to
And I mean, they're
improvise. And they're basically done with 9
Yeah.
now, except for bonus content.
yeah. There's just the things which they haven't gotten to, and finishing up this board and potentially another board, I think.
Do they have to do the
But-
Uber board? Or I thought DK was the Uber board.
It might be. I don't know.
Because I saw people
But there's still
making
the bonus
comments
stuff which they
that,
haven't
oh,
done.
this is the gimmicky board, like the other Bowser boards. Even though it's not a Bowser board.
Probably.
So, that made me go,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Ooh. Oh, wait, we can't go over here. Damn it.
The people on the egg farm are just trying to figure out what they're gonna do next.
Oh, you're just a normal slime. Okay.
Whoa!
Let's keep at it.
I think I know what this means. Slime H. Here we go. The big goo.
The big.
Please tell me that they sell plushies of this guy. Or like bean bags of this guy. They need to. If they don't, that's upsetting. Alright, propeller blade time.
Mm-hmm.
That was, I was actually expecting more, to be honest. At least we got this. Hoo-yah! Alright. Let us try...
Okay, so
Ooh.
there was a beanbag slime and a metal slime beanbag chair, but none for King Slime.
That's a
Sadly.
missed opportunity. That, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That's a marketing,
But
that's a
there
marketing
were-
fail.
Yeah.
Let's just do this again.
It,
Oh my lord.
hmm. Why would someone do this?
Do what?
Oh god. Someone has over 160 different unique slime plushes from Dragon Quest.
I don't understand why you're questioning that. That seems like a perfectly normal situation to be in.
Do you know how many King Slimes those are?
A solid 55 and a half.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Am I going the right frickin' way? This is like... Oh, I'm not... Wait, what? How the hell did I end up over here?
I do not know.
Well,
You're still heading to, the, what's it called, right? The Academy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I ended
I
up
guess to the north?
way not the right way.
Yeah.
So let me recorrect my positioning here. So we gotta go back up. And around.
I think you're just wandering around while we were talking.
No, I legit thought that this was the way to go.
I think it's
Because I followed the path.
the exit point of the map to the north.
I
So
also followed
across
the frickin'.
bridge. Yeah.
Nope, I don't want to go that way. I also was following the signs, and they were like, hey, go this way. Get out of the way.
Bad rabbit.
Take the left fork.
Take the left fork. Okay.
Great. Oh my god, it literally was right here.
Mm-hmm.
Where in the hell is this school?
In the middle of what looks to be like a crater.
In the middle of buttfuck nowhere. But now we get fancy music.
Mhm. Because we are surrounded by elegant women. So it has to be fancy.
Well, not yet, we aren't.
Close enough. It's the building. Definitely a big one. Oh, the kitchen. So there are some Kingsline plushes, from what I could tell.
Are they official?
There's even a metallic. Most likely. I don't know. This is Dragon Quest. We don't get a lot of Dragon Quest things in the US. We don't get a lot of merch for it in the US.
Meanwhile, they have a whole ass fucking amusement park on an island. Uh-oh.
Frog? Why is there a man there? That's an all-girls boarding school.
Neath the branches of the birches, daffodils sway and swing. We decided not to voice this part. Hear him on the graceful
yeah.
gardens, budding ladies sing. Sure. We'll stride across the wide world and hunt for midi metals low and high, but our hearts live forever in blah blah
In
blah
that.
Medai. Great. Don't celebrate it too much, dude. Stuck the
They
landing.
voiced that.
Très bien. A splendid rendition, girls. Now, to your
Oh
lesson.
god.
May you have a maximally fruitful day on your journey to become miniature ladies par excellence.
All together now. Merci, Monsieur Médaille. Merci, Monsieur Médaille.
Merci, mesdemoiselles.
Okay. One of them almost face planted on the stairs.
I missed that.
It was the girl in red. She stumbled while climbing up the stairs.
Uh-oh.
Incroyable.
Okay.
I do not believe it. Young man, it must have been fate that brought you here. Destiny. La Providence. I sense
A sign.
great power within you. Power of maximal significance.
That's probably because I'm the luminary, dude.
There is much to discuss, but not out here.
But did you not see the mark on my hand and the pendant around my neck?
Reveal all you need to know. It is nearby, a minimal distance. You will see.
Can I take the middle around your
Minimark
neck?
expands. Yeah.
Oh my god. Man, shit's been hard on Dumbledore since everything with Harry Potter recently. Anyway. Welcome back to Catholic school. All of us still recovering from that point in our lives. Though to be
Welcome
fair,
back to,
if my Catholic school looked this ritzy, I have to say, I don't think I would be mad. My
or if
Catholic
the
school.
headmaster acted like that.
My Catholic school, well, my principal in my school is pretty dope. He had us, we did like, because our school was like them, they have uniforms on. Let me just go back here real quick.
Yeah.
Their uniforms are even more, like, cuter than ours, too, which is unfortunate. They also look very comfortable. But, because we wore uniforms, and because we were at a Catholic school, we regularly had what were called dress down days, where we would bring in at least $1. You could bring in more if you wanted, but you had to bring in at least $1. And you could wear whatever clothes you wanted to wear within reason. Obviously,
as long as you paid the dollar.
As long as you paid the $1. And then they made it into a competition where every single class, the teachers would gather all the dollars from the kids in the class, and then whatever class raised the most money would get a pizza party. Sometimes they held them at certain times of the year. So one time it was March Madness.
Oh no.
It was either March Madness or they did one for the Super Bowl, where they would go around with helmets of the teams that were in the Super Bowl, and then you would put your dollar into whatever helmet you thought would go to the team that you thought would win the Super Bowl. And then at the end of the day, like, you would get satisfied if your side that you voted for won or whatever. It was really dope. And the principal at the time, for a lot of the years that I was there at that school, held a lot of those events. So, you know, those were great. One thing that I do want to try to bring back at some point when we get a little bit more populare in terms of streaming is we had a dress down event called Rainbow Week. This was the god tier dress down events of all dress down events at my school. Essentially, it was called Rainbow Week because every single day you wore a different color. You still had to bring in the $1. Okay? You brought in the $1 to dress in the color of the day. And the color corresponded to a specific charity. So, for example, red was Ronald McDonald House. Pink was for Breast Cancer Foundation. Stuff like that. So, at some point in the future, I want to do charity live streams, obviously. And I want to bring back Rainbow Week, where I guess I'll have like a face cam to just show, hey, I'm wearing that day's color. Or we'll change the background of the stream out overlay or something. And it'll be a different like charity-based thing. Maybe to make it less complicated, it wouldn't be per day. It would be like Rainbow Weeks, and then each week would be for a specific charity, just to make it less of a nightmare to track. But yeah, I think that'd be really cool, and I really did love that event as a kid, so I'd love to, like, spiritually continue it in some way. Because, like, not only was it fun, but it was also, like, a easy and fun way to get kids to, like, learn about charity. Thank you, Okizad, for the follow. But yeah, so it was pretty rad. Unfortunately, Rainbow Week and other charity events didn't really last because, ironically, the next principal that we had, a nun, did not host... Yeah, she did not have us do those dress down day events things, like, at all. Which was really weird. And before anybody, you know, rushes to the comments or to chat being like, of course she didn't, because she's a nun, and the church is bad and evil and blah blah blah. There were a few teachers I had that were nuns. It was not just because she was a nun. It was just because she was weird and...
She was crotchety.
She was an old crotchety lady that liked to be weird and not enjoy fun. I love the little hats that they have, too, with the outfit.
Oh
It's
yeah.
adorable.
What is that show of Madeline?
Madeline?
Dragon Quest 11.
What game is this? This is
Yeah.
Dragon Quest
The show.
11S. Um,
Uh,
Echoes
Luminary?
Echoes of an Elusive Age,
That.
I believe is the subtitle. And this is the definitive edition for Switch.
Yes. Yes.
I'm Zazie, the leader of the roughest, toughest girl gang in the academy. What? Do you go around like pulling people's ponytails? Leader of the roughest, toughest girl gang.
Good people.
We live by a single
Don't
rule.
arrest
Don't do
them.
bad things to good people. Oh god, I broke it. Have you met Madam Wallop, the form
Wallop?
teacher? She's one of the good guys, but I accidentally stole her favorite whip and threw it down the what?
The toilet
The toilet.
is my best guess.
I mean, I was gonna say the well, but okay. If she finds out what I've done, she'll have my guts for garters. Good lord. If I could get a replacement, I might be able to get out of this without much trouble, but it turns out you can only make them with a fun-sized forge. Well, you're kind of globe-trotting adventurer, right? You happen to pick up a fun-sized forge, have you? As a matter of fact. Oh, hell yeah. I get 3 mini-medals for
Free
doing this?
recipe?
Oh, and a free recipe. Lashings of Class. What do we get? Just the one? Queen's Whips. Bog standard one won't cut the mustard. Sorry to be a pain, but I'm going to need a +1 version or better. And don't equip it yourself.
In other words, yeah. So in other words, get perfect. Got it.
No, not really. Just, she didn't say perfect. She just said +1 or higher. So just not, don't fail,
Fair.
basically. Which is not
Where's the fun in that?
Which is not that difficult, let's be real. I wish that there was a separate forge thing instead of having to go into the items to do this. Okay. We want the whip. A fine lash beloved of female monarchs everywhere that is exceptionally effective against humanoids. Cool. That's expensive. But we can bite the bullet. It's for a quest. How long are y'all streaming for? I started streaming late because I didn't want to break my computer. Usually we stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Mondays. We usually stream 8 to 11. But because I started streaming at like 9, I'd say we'll probably go into like 11:30 or so. We just also got to this new area that's gonna have a lot. Well, I say a lot, but all we saw on the list was 3.
10:30 for our time.
But yeah, there's at least 3. At least 3 side quests. Well, heck yeah indeed, my dude. Glad to have you here. But yeah, there's at least 3 side quests here. Depending on how... Aw, next side halved.
Ooh,
That would be good for this one.
Definitely get you some perfect. Yep. Nah.
Yeah,
This
it's a
takes a
bunch...
lot.
It's a
Of
bunch of
course it would be.
gang... Ah! Oh my god, it still counts. That's what I said about
Okay.
this being like ASMR and just zoning out with this. Because it's just like... Oh no, I ran out of focus!
Top right. No wait, top right.
No, I ran out.
Ooh.
I only have 4 left and I need 5. And flourishes are all expensive, so this is the best I can do.
Well,
It's okay, I could rework it if we need, but
yep.
I think I might have...
What do we get?
No, I failed.
Fail.
So I have to rework it. Never mind, I don't have the pearls. Great. Oh wow, that's gonna be good for Sylvando.
Yeah.
But yeah, we need pearls. So maybe I just make some stuff to get pearls? What's something we
Yep.
can make that's easy? Yeah, that's easy and cheap. We'll do this. And I will clarify, I'm not going to be making all of the, here, I'm going to sit up
Not 2
just so I don't.
seconds. Okay.
There we go. Alright. I'm sitting up a bit more so I don't have to, like...
That's a horrible shape.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. We're just gonna fix that real quick.
We are adults.
No, we're fucking not.
No, we're not.
No, we're not. Don't lie. Don't lie on camera. Alright.
They already know that about me.
Do they, though? I mean, I knew that, but do
Beaver?
they?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh,
Yes,
sweet.
they do.
We got this a +3. I forget if the higher the plus, the more pearls you get.
I think so.
No. That only gave us 2. Might have finally gotten Last of Us working on the emulator. Hopefully
Congratulations.
God damn, we love that for you. Alright, we already went through all of these and we've
How many
realized
pearls
that,
have we got?
like, 4,
We need...
9.
Yeah. Yeah, we need about, like... 3
Most of these are already
more, I think,
made,
'cause we were
so why the fuck not?
Yeah.
Let's just do this for the hell of it. Cause we need the pearls anyway, so why not? Okay.
Ooh,
I'm gonna
we can
do
now
a
use
schmack.
automatically.
We can use what now?
Whenever you join a voice call, if you have Nitro, you can have it play a random soundboard effect.
Oh, I've known that. You could
Well, it
set
just gave
you
me
could-
a notification about it.
you could set a specific one too.
Yeah.
I think it's something that's been around for a while, but did I hear a
Benjamin Click.
Pendulum click? What's a pendulum?
Huh?
Huh?
Hmm.
You're gonna need to clarify, my guy.
Yeah.
We have 8. Come on. Fine. I'll make the other frickin' piece of armor that we haven't done. Doot. My brain's rotted. Never mind. Happens to the best of us, my guy. Alright. Let's just finish off the armor that we have not made yet. Because even if you don't end up using... Jesus, that is so fucking loud. My god. Alright. But yeah, as I was saying, even if you don't end up using all the stuff that you make, the game makes it very clear that it is still worth your while to make what you can when you can, because if it's a higher plus item, you can sell it at a shop for a lot of money. So... Oh, it didn't make the fancy ding. It's fine. If you heard like a click earlier though, I will say I adjusted my chair in the reclining position. So if you heard like a kerchunk noise, that may or may not have been my chair. So you may or may not be brain rot, but it's fine. Alright, now that we've done that,
They are brain rot.
want to... Why did that not weirdly thought it was the Pendulum heating up? I still don't know what that refers to, but it's fine.
Probably either a heating pad or an electric kettle. Correct?
That would track, yeah. All we get is
Or it might
brain
be something
rot.
on Fortnite. Who knows? They've been playing Fortnite a lot recently.
What would be a best use of this?
Told you. You got that winner chicken dinner?
Okay. I'm not gonna get it this time. Oh, you can eat a dick. Fine.
Well, at most we just need to get. I mean, all but one of them.
Bitch,
okay.
really?
Just a pixel over.
You motherfucker! Both of them are
Let's see
one
what we get.
pixel over. We're not gonna get
Yep.
shit, because I think it's the same amount of things we had last time. We're like just under the cusp
No,
of
we
focus
had-
that we need.
I think we had.
Nope, still.
Yep.
God damn it. We're like right at the cusp. How much do we need? We
Now we have
still
to do it
need
for more
9.
now. 9.
We still need 9. Why does this keep unorganizing itself? Yeah. Why don't we take a break from this to go and find the other
Yep.
stuff?
Different quests.
Because now that we've... Oh, that too. We also have to look around for our boy.
He's somewhere.
Though I guess before we do anything, we should go and talk to the El Presidente. Because he said he had something important for us, so... Cutscene.
Ah, there you are. Now, you must allow me to introduce myself properly. I am Maxime Médaillé. And this is my humble establishment, l'Académie de notre Maître des Médailles.
Oh, you get to hear the horrible French accents of this game.
Into beautiful full-grown flowers. As part of the education, we encourage our pupils to journey through all the lands of Edrea and to gather the maximum number of mini medals they can find.
Oh, okay.
As they hunt for medals,
He's not that-
they
the Tockle's not far from
immerse
your current
themselves in
location.
the world and acquire at least a minimum of, how you say, savoir-faire. But every so often, a born medal hunter comes along. I sense this in you. I see
Who,
the
me?
most maximally adroit medal detector of my career before me.
He called you a metal detector.
The academy is for young girls and young girls alone.
But
It's
why?
extremely problematic.
Offer you a place here. But does this mean I will allow such potential maximal to remain untapped?
No.
No. By the power vested in me, I hereby enroll you
Okay.
as an honorary member of l'Académie de notre
Honorary.
Maître des Médailles.
Oh shit, we got an honorary degree. Damn. What is the official
You're
title of
very
those?
on album.
When they
What?
give a degree to a celebrity or famous person, what do they call those?
I
Is
guess
it just
honorary degree?
Is it just honorary degree? I thought it had a fancy name for it. I don't know. You're the one that has Google powers right now. I'm just the streamer.
If I could spell. It's literally just honorary degree. Okay.
Oh, it is just straight up. Okay.
Yep.
So he adds more pages to your album if you already have it, or if you did not collect it from the lady in Puerto Valor, he will give it to you. Alright. So now we have that side
Time to
quest.
break your stuff.
And yeah, in case you haven't noticed, a lot of the stuff you're going to be finding here is not just your
Like I say,
typical. There's
Nope.
going to be mini
Not
medals.
so magical. Damn. I like how he just has a
Um,
full-on Taika drum in his office.
as one does.
Yep.
Here he is.
There he is. There's the boy. The goo.
You sleep standing up, sir?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so with that, that means we have 2, so we might actually, before this stream ends, pay,
Time to go to Taco.
we go to Tickington to see our next side quests there after we fart around in the metal school for a bit. Neverglade via the altar of the Heavenly Bride. I'm not trying to be annoying, but what is this game about? We have to save the world.
Yes. This is Final Fantasy, but with Dragon Ball art style. To put it bluntly.
And you're not being annoying at all, you're being legitimately curious, and we are happy to oblige.
Yeah.
Respect. Same to you, my dude. Alright, so...
Mhm.
There's
Random child.
Zoom, apparently. Zoom to you too, my dear. Over here is another... Open the door, please. Thank you.
Door.
Oh, here's a hero slime. I love that they're, whatchamacall.
Mm-hmm.
They're, jellyfish. Alright.
Yep.
You must be the Voyager he told me of. I am Madame de Beauvoir, Vice Principal. Oh, so she's the Vice Principal. Okay. A private investigation. Found a diary. Look. Ooh. Here I will bury my memories where the shadow of the birch tree that we dreamed beneath stretches in the evening light. All that I leave behind, I leave to you, my dearest friend. The shadow of the birch tree stretches in evening light.
Gotta be Earth Tree? I heard that's a great DLC for Elden Ring.
Alright, so we have to go to the birch tree at night. At night.
At night.
And we have to look for the sparkly spot / digging spot by its roots. That's doable. It's equal distance no matter what way we go around the square, but I'm just gonna go this way. And it is not this one, it's this one. Excuse me.
Ooh. So it looks like JoJo got a Hatsune Miku themed fight stick.
Horace?
That's a creature. Yep, I see it. I don't like
Okay,
it.
good. My
I
name
hate
is
it even more.
Priscilla.
Sure. Hey, you get a uniform for the academy.
Could you go and read this month's issue and see what the advice columnist said that I should do? She's a hammerhood. Okay. So basically just go back downstairs to the area that we just talked to the principal and look at the corkboard and then come back and tell her what it said. Simple enough. Yay, my favorite. Oh, hell yeah, they got
Tiny little cakes.
little
Cakes.
what?
Is
It's like
that-
it's like a strawberry shortcake. And they have little like those
Yeah.
little Yule log thingies. Looks like an orange
Yeah.
swirl in there. And then they got hot
Giant
dogs and
salad.
sausages, a salad, some soup, good soup, and
Good
different
soup.
breads. Damn, they are eating good today. Then again, this is a
Mhm.
rich girl's school, so what do you expect?
Yeah.
Alright, so look for... Oh, here we go. This is probably it. Nope, not getting a notification,
No.
so we're gonna keep looking.
I see what's to be like a pink symbol in that lower room.
You think so? Oh, no,
I don't
hold
know.
on.
I just see a pink symbol at the bottom of that room.
It's a teacher. Never set foot in the Eerie Airy.
Don't go to the third floor corridor. It is forbidden. Goes to the third floor corridor. Don't question.
One
Don't
of these
question.
things is not like the other. Yep. Anyway,
Yep.
I have a feeling that it's
Moving
still
on.
out here because she said by where the principal is.
Mm.
Oh, hold on. It's gonna be one of these, isn't it?
Nope.
No. There's another spooky door. I guess we do have to go in the classrooms then. Damn. Oh, sweet. Here's the library. You know what that means. Oh, it's just a story. I don't care. You have no recipes. Is this it? Nope. Ooh, hold on. It's a yearbook, basically. We love that for you, sweetheart. Oh my god. Conchella.
Coachella. Kind of party.
Oh my god, dude. I can't. Any more? This one. Recipe. And sees jackpot. It must be his lucky day. That's cute. There's this one. Is this the last one? Hell yeah! Alright. Nope, there's this one. No. Shut up. Okay.
What?
I wasn't talking to you. What's up?
Oh. So, I found where you're supposed to go.
Look what I found. That's a muscatool that'll help us later.
Oh.
Ooh, you can look
Oh.
at stuff. That's cool.
Okay.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah. Go upstairs.
Alright, now I'm starting to think that it's upstairs, yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, there was an upper floor to this. Well, now I feel silly. And here she is. Yep.
There's something missing. Bastini.
Bastien.
Bastian.
The one and only copy. So we have to leave and head towards the Eyrie and look on the signs.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna be a.
You might have been to that campsite. I don't know.
I was at. Is it near that campsite?
Maybe.
Because we were there. So.
Okay. Yeah.
To be honest,
it's
though,
near it.
that is starting to feel like a Tomorrow Maddie problem.
Yeah.
Alright. I think a good way to. Oh, I'm stuck on the chairs. Nope.
Table.
A good way to wrap up tonight's stream is to. First of all, head out outside, because if we remember the words of the wise old Professor Oak, you can't use that right now.
Yep.
So let us zoom to the land of 2D and pick up the next 2 side quests that we have access to. And then after
Technically,
that,
these are called quests, and there's a different subsection also called side quests.
oh wah. Yes, save my game,
So,
please.
actually,
Save the game. Sweet. Alright. Take us there, Bowtie Man. Yay. Oh my god. This is our first time with Jade and Rab here.
mm-hmm.
Part of Rab's thing is literally bouncing his eyes up and down. Oh, and look, the costumes actually carry because she's in the red costume here now.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Okay.
adorable. That's attention
I
to
wonder
detail.
what Jade's other costumes look like in that area.
Oh, the
Can
bunny
you change
suit?
it real quick?
I don't
Yeah.
even know. Yeah, I don't think I can change it here. I don't even know if it would show anything. Because it's just
Yeah.
so pixelated. Anyway. Alter the Starry Skies. That one's still active because we haven't done anything yet.
Yep.
Alter the Cursed King. This is what
Okay.
we got from Honolulu, I think. So we're going to Chateau Felix.
Yes, Chateau Felix.
Ooh!
And cats. Nothing but cats. And bee cats.
I'm loving this 8-bit or 16-bit or whatever remake of this song. I'm vibing.
And then Porky out of nowhere.
Sorry, just a stray bit of Qatar. Welcome to Chateau Felix, residence of the great saber cat father, Master Felix. Sadly, he's out at the moment, but if you'd like to see some of the world's finest felines, feel free to have a stroll around the grounds. So you're not the person that gives us the quest? So I'm assuming it's one of the cats.
Can't speak to the saber tooth. Okay. Meow. Meow, meow.
This is
Are those cats in the planter boxes?
Huh?
I can't tell if those are flowers or cats sitting in the planter boxes.
Probably
Oh, wow.
flowers. Anyway, this
Yeah.
looks like a thing we're gonna probably have to come back to after doing other stuff, because we didn't immediately get a
Yep.
quest. So this is something to remember later.
Okay, so slot number 5, which should be top left.
Rainbow Mines. Has it been a while since we've gotten? Altar of the Heavenly
The
Bride.
number glade. That's the one we just unlocked.
Erdrick's Future Home. Wow, there's a lot of ones I didn't check out. I guess it's been a while since I've checked in on some of these, so we're just gonna look at what we can see. There's a nice little wind down for this night's stream, and then we will start back up tomorrow for another earlier in the day stream. These mines are especially not rainbow. The tough looking lad with the hair.
Oi, you there!
Oh, it's the Rainbow Rocks, okay. Go knock 7 shades out of whatever... Oh, okay. Sure.
I'm not exactly sure the details. But go beat up some devils. That'll make me happy.
Rainbow Rock Ruckus on Rainbow Road.
Okay.
Alright,
So I guess head deeper into the mine? I don't know.
Oh. Well, I'm not gonna do
there are
that
actually
tonight.
petals.
There's a rare one? A rarefied. Excuse me. And of course there's battles. Were you not here when we were doing stuff here before?
I don't think so.
Huh. Uh-huh. Propeller blade on the rare one. Crackle. And yes, these are all like, these are all songs and everything that are from the original Dragon Quest games that they're from. So. Kirsch Blue. Ew. Noise. Alright. Let's do Harvest Moon.
We don't get to show them some of the animations for some of the attacks.
Nice.
Oh, and rare one is dead.
And we are in the clear.
And we're done. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So this one is going to be just a basic dive, kind of like the first one where we just went around and beat some dudes up. So we did those.
Okay, the
So
other
then-
one is the top left one is the newest one you unlocked.
Altar of the Heavenly Bride at the Neverglade. So we'll see what this one is, then we'll see the last
It's
one.
from the Academy of Metals. They are dead. Nope, just asleep.
These are the fairies. Land of Nod.
Mm-hmm.
Grown-ups like me can't see them. If all the fairies fall asleep, no one guide people to their kingdom, and the fairy realm will be cut off forever.
Well, then wouldn't that mean that you wouldn't be able to see them? Because you did the grown-up ritual for your village at the very beginning
We
of
don't
the
need
game.
logic right now, it's fine.
This is fantasy. Logic doesn't exist.
We have the chosen one caveat. He just moved over so he could pass out next to his wife. Fair.
Mhm.
So this one also looks to be another casual beat 'em up. And this last one, Urgix Future Home. Let us see what is in store for us here, shall we? Oh, look it! We have everybody here.
Okay.
What if he has children? They might be worse. Oh no. Wow, they really hate this dude.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
God, they just hate this dude.
Apparently it does mean everything.
Now all I hear is his name being blackened left, right, and center. How can the wedding go ahead now? What kind of future awaits this poor woman if she marries my son? I'm set to marry my beloved Ortega, but things have gotten a little complicated. All my friends and neighbors were thrilled at the idea of our finally tying the knot. Well, they were until this morning. Now they're all dead against it. Nobody's got a good word to say about my hubby-to-be, which makes absolutely no sense, as he's the most lovely, generous man you could ever hope to meet. I just don't understand. And they've lost their collective minds. I suspect foul play. Known as defuddle drops. Found up in the heavens where the angels live. Alright, so this is another fetch quest for an item. It's not gonna be for a while, as you could tell by the you need to go to the heavens to get this. But anyways, we have picked up a number of new quests, both here and in our realm. I think it's good and safe to say to call that a stream, and I will see y'all tomorrow for a early stream on a Friday.
I mean, real quick, we could see if the outfit does change when we go back into it.
I would like to go to bed, please.
Okay.
It is 11:30 at night. Alright. Thanks for joining me, Horace. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Always.
And I'll see y'all tomorrow with either...
We're almost halfway to the follower goal.
Oh, shit, really?
We are at, I think, 17 followers.
Oh my god,
And
thank
25
you.
followers would be halfway.
Thank you so much, guys. This is awesome. Alright. I really do have to go to bed, though. I'm very tired. I'm very eepy.
Yeah.
I will see y'all tomorrow for more
Yeah.
Dragon Quest 11S. We will do some more side questy stuff.
Yeah, we are at 17 followers.
Y'all have a good night. You too, Oak. And
Yep.
we shall see y'all on the other side. Peace out, y'all.